We're back again, the Brandit podcast.
Episode 14?
14, yes. Last week we didn't even know what episode it was, bud.
No, we didn't. We were confused about it.
We're here with your father, Brian.
Yep.
The man, the myth, the legend. This is him. You've heard us talk about him. He's finally here. You had a week off, huh, Brian?
Yeah,
off the road?
got a week off.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. Well, here we are. Trying to fuck with my microphone, I apologize.
Yeah, mine's like kind of crooked too. Okay, I think. I got it. Well, fuck. Goddamn, man. Here we are, 14 episodes deep.
Oh yeah, trucking. It doesn't feel like it's
Second
been that
guest.
long.
Yeah, second
doesn't.
guest. Where you going, Dad? Where you been? What you been up to this week?
I've been doing shit this week.
No?
Not anything I should have been doing.
Well, you said you was working on a three-wheeler, and now that makes me
Yeah.
nervous, because I know you, Brian.
Yeah.
You get that three-wheeler fired up, you'll be fucking doing wheelies down the old people's street,
Man, it's
4 blocks down.
kind of a cluster though, so.
Well, Bandit, we gotta go get my dad. We gotta bail him out. He was on the three-wheeler.
Got a DUI on that motherfucker.
No.
No, none of that.
No.
None of that. We don't drink and drive. We only drink and do other things.
You know, I gotta say though, like when I first walked in here,
Yeah.
kind of smelled like butt sex.
A little bit, a little bit. Every once in a while, I get a musky smell, and I've asked Brandon. I'm like,
You know,
have you been
what's that
beaten up?
guy's name? Like Noah. Has he been around?
No,
That
I don't.
could possibly be the reason.
It could be, yeah. He leaks anal fluid, but has no one been over here? I can't even remember.
I don't think so, no. Not in a while.
Yeah.
Last
so-
time he did was a sketchy Uber ride over here so we could leave to a comedy show.
Yeah. No, we're just playing Noah.
But that was it.
I've
really.
only met him a couple times, so I don't really know
Mm-hmm.
all about him.
That's a lie.
Well, we might as well get the introductory part out of the way. Let people know who you are.
Yes.
Obviously, you're my dad.
Go for it, Brandon. It's all you. You have the floor.
Where are you from originally? Where did it start for you? It doesn't have to go as far as like the family tree, but where did you grow up at? For the people that are watching, and what was that like?
Started off in Freeport, Illinois,
Yeah.
till I was like halfway through kindergarten, and then moved to Pearl City.
Okay.
Is that in Illinois too?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like what, 15 minutes away.
20.
Yeah. We used to go there actually all the time and eat at this place called Yellow Creek.
Yeah.
We used to have all you can eat fish on Friday nights. It was delicious. And we'd
Okay.
drive all the way out there just to eat some fish.
So,
Yeah.
what was high school and growing up? Well, I guess it wouldn't be Freeport. It would be the other town. Is that where you went to high school?
Pearl City, yeah.
Okay. How was that? Was it? We're talking 80s.
Yeah,
80s. How was that? Was it a good time?
it was.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I didn't really hang out with, like, my age,
Yeah.
because my brother's 3 years older than me, so I kind of went with that crowd.
Hung out with a little bit of older people.
Yeah.
I heard somebody told me. I'm not gonna say who, but I heard you had a mullet back in the day and you drove a Camaro. That sounds like a fucking. I mean, I'm not gay, but that kind of turns me on. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely had a mullet.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't drive a Camaro.
No.
No, I had. I can't even think of what it was called. It was the Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon.
Sounds like a fucking boat. That's
Oh,
what that sounds
It was a
like.
2-door. It was kind of like a hatchback. But it
Okay.
had a trunk.
Damn. Did it get any? Did it pick the ladies up? Was they ever like, oh, look at that Cutlass boy, shit?
No, the only thing it did. Well, I mean, it did if it ran and drove back then. You didn't really have to have a cool car to.
Right.
Well, and then the mullet and the long hair that helps a lot.
Damn. So we're gonna get right into it, Brian, because I've always wondered this. When did you lose your virginity? Was it in the cutlass or like how? I mean, just age.
I really don't remember.
Oh, God.
I don't really, honestly. I remember. Oh God, it was out in my parents' front yard.
Go! Oh God! Damn! Man. In the front yard?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Some chick went down, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And like, cause I didn't know. Well,
Right.
just she went down, and I stood there and had my first blowjob.
Damn! Right? I'll give a round of applause for that. Right in your parents' front yard. Where were your parents at? Were they just?
I don't know if they were out of town or sleeping. One of the two.
That's awesome. So that's why I love Brian, because you always tell me new shit, and I'm like, God, I just can't believe it. Like he got his first blowjob by the bird feeder in his parents' yard. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Oh my God, dude. I didn't even know that story. That's news to me.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a lot you don't know.
We're gonna fucking figure it out tonight. That's why we're on here.
Was that in Pearl City?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
So where is Pearl City an equivalent to Freeport? Is it close?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes away.
Okay. So you went back to Freeport.
You used to live
After
in
a
Lauren
while.
for a while, didn't you?
Well, it's technically Lauren, but went to Pearl City School.
Oh, okay. That
Well,
makes sense.
Every time I go to Illinois, I look around and I'm like, what do you do for fun? You know what I mean? I'm like, all I see is like corn and like a couple gang members. And this was just from when you brought me up there, Brandon. This is like a year ago. So I don't know if it's always been like that, but like when you were younger, what was the fun thing to do?
Well,
in Illinois,
we were like out in the country, so had like about 40 acres, mostly wooded.
Okay.
I mean, I'd go back in the woods and find the skinny trees, and I'd crawl up them and just flop down and let it bring me to the ground.
Yeah.
And watch it whip up.
Okay.
We did all kinds of weird. There was a cabin back there that the neighbors built. We'd take like baby jars sometimes. We had a fort back there and stuff, and we'd put dirt in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then throw them at each other like grenades.
Glass shards?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Oh, what the hell?
Just glass shards, that's it.
We didn't care.
Oh,
just
Lord.
to watch the dust fly like it blew up.
Okay.
Stuff like that, Fireworks are easy to get a hold of. You take those out and play around.
Okay. Aren't they illegal in Illinois now?
Yeah. What?
Fireworks?
Yeah.
So what the fuck did you guys do on 4th of July? I've always wondered
get
that.
A permit.
No, my dad back then, because he went to all kinds of different state shoots.
Oh.
And they sold them, so he'd bring them back with him.
So like if you're setting off fireworks in Illinois on 4th of July, like there's no way, there's got to be so many people doing it. They're not just going to come shut you down, right?
One time out in Lauren, the sheriff showed up. It's like, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. We got like 5 neighbors.
Right. He's got nothing better to do. Yeah.
Buzzkill.
Didn't that happen at Bombs too one time? They tried?
Yeah, they tried.
They tried, but we had a permit. And
How do you get a permit? What does that
go to
consist
the
of?
courthouse and apply.
Okay. Damn.
yeah, it's
That's crazy to
a
me.
process to light a spark.
Why is it illegal, Brandon? You want to look it up?
That's because you're not allowed to have fun there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the no fun state.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've
I mean,
always
that's
wondered.
not the actual term, but that's what we've come to the conclusion.
Well, as soon as we pull out of St. Louis into Illinois, shit gets fucking rough. Talking about we had a pothole the other day. I'm pretty sure in Illinois that blew the fucking Jeep out. I think I got to get in alignment now. It was the deepest pothole I've ever fucking hit in my life. And you were driving. I mean, you were both like, "Holy shit!"
I thought we got airborne off that fucking thing, dude. That was not a good deal at all. It was a situation. We used to
Fuck
do all
yeah.
kinds of
Fireworks, blowjobs in the front yard. We're only 20 minutes in.
shit.
Fucking beautiful. Well, Brandon, I guess you want to let them know where we're coming to?
Yeah.
Where we're going to be?
Yep, we'll let them know real fast. So we're back on the road. June 7th and 8th, we'll be in Tulsa Comedy Club. And June 28th, we'll be in Carthage, Missouri. July 13th, we'll be in Payne, Illinois. That's the Moose Lodge, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The good old moose.
Good old Moose. July 19th, we'll be in Oologah, Oklahoma. July 20th, we'll be in Enid, Oklahoma. So there'll be a 2 nights.
2 days in Oklahoma. The
Yep.
good old Oklahoma run. Oologah never disappoints.
That's one way to put it. July 25th, we'll be at the Kansas City Funny Bone Comedy Club. August 3rd, we'll be at Route 66 Speedway in Amarillo, Texas. August 17th, we'll be in Ketchum, Oklahoma. September 27th, 22nd, we'll be in Springfield, Missouri. September 28th, we'll be in Joplin, Missouri, where the band is recording a special. November 7th, we'll be in Burlington, Iowa. November 8th, we'll be in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And then November 9th, we'll be in Independence, Kansas. That's gonna be a busy one.
Yeah, November's going to be...
November 7th, 8th, and 9th.
November's going to be interesting.
Holy shit.
Brian's supposed to be coming with us to Amarillo, but it's not 100% yet. But
Well, I'll be there.
coming
Yeah.
good. Yes. So if
Hell,
you're in
right along.
Amarillo, you can meet Brian as well.
I don't even remember what's gonna be there. Is it sprint cars?
Sprint cars, street stocks, things like that. So
I want to say it's non-wing sprints though.
Okay.
yes, I think so. I think just like a sprint car without a wing on it, whatever they're called. Like I'm not Noah. I can't fucking tell you the details.
They literally just call it wingless. It's as simple as that. Honestly, you don't really care to watch them too much, though, do you?
I do. I don't mind watching sprint cars, but they go so fast and they lap each other so much, and usually by the A main I'm drunk, so I don't know who's in the lead. So it gets confusing me. But I don't mind watching them. I mean, they're fun to watch. They're cool as hell. Because I know we went with your dad up to Lake of the Ozarks Speedway and watched sprint cars, and that was a fucking great time.
That was a blast.
Super fast. Love it.
It was a good time. We drank like fucking 17 buckets of beer.
Yep.
Noah broke the bed in your dad's hotel room. I mean, yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember it just sat on and it broke.
Yeah. There must have been a lot of fucking on that. Or something.
It probably was on its last leg.
Yeah.
Probably a
Tensile
couple
strength.
bigger gals have been on there.
Mm-hmm. The tensile strength of it's just wore out.
Mm.
His little squirmy, little scroungy fuck, he just sat on there. Yeah, that was the last leg for it. I think they run those weekly up there. I believe the sprint
I
cars.
believe they have a series.
Yeah,
there.
they do a lot up there. It's a nice track. I want to see late models race there real bad.
That would be cool. We got an invite to Knoxville, and I think they're gonna be running late models then.
I'm down. I don't give a fuck. I'm down. I'm trying to go to Eldora, Knoxville, everything this year.
And that'll be September 21st.
I'm down to clown.
So if we go,
Which Knoxville?
Knoxville,
Iowa.
Oh, okay. Yep.
where they run
Been there.
the Knoxville Nationals and all that. Have you been there for that?
I don't think it was a national, but I've been there before.
What'd you go see?
Late models.
Oh yeah, well that's what we're trying to go see is late models there. Did you go through the Hall of Fame and all that? The Sprint Car Hall of Fame right across it's a turn.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty kick ass. That's probably a lot updated now because you haven't been there in a while, but
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
so I got a question
Man,
for you,
gross.
Bandit,
Mm.
because we already know the answer. Me and Dad do.
Yeah.
Have you ever had grape pie?
I've never had grape pie. I've had a lot of pies, cream pies, weird pies. I watched Noah make mud pie one time at Eldora because he was so fucking hammered. But I've never had grape pie. But I will tell you this: when we were in back in Freeport at your house, Brandon, like I woke up just fresh out of bed. And Brandon's like, come out here with me. And I'm like, where? He's like, I'm like, the woods? He's like, yeah, come on out here. So like, we go out here, like we're in the woods. Like, so where I come from, they're like, don't pick the berries, they'll fucking kill you, all right? They're poison. Brandon's out here picking shit off the vine. And he's eating it.
Yeah.
And he's like, you want one? I'm like, what is it? He's like, it's a grape. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And then we went to another tree and ate an apple or some shit.
Yeah.
I think it was. But yeah,
Apple
no.
trees, yeah.
I've never had grape pie, but I have strolled into the woods with Brandon and ate wild grapes.
Them bitches got seeds in them too, and they got like a weird texture because they're like kind of gummy.
They did not taste like normal
No,
grapes.
they're really tart. They're very tart, and they're really good.
No, they're really sweet when they're ripe.
Yeah, when they're ripe, yeah. But if you get them,
Would you
before,
give them
tart.
green ones?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, they was purple.
Yeah, they were purple. I get some tart. I get tartness out of it. Though.
So I'm guessing you guys fucking made grape pie online, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we didn't. Our my grandma, his mom,
Yeah.
my grandma Bankert, she makes a pretty damn good grape pie.
I mean, I would try it. It sounds like it would be
It's
good.
so
Oh,
good.
it's fucking delicious.
It's one of the best things you'll ever eat in your life.
So is it like a cherry pie, kind of, but with grape?
But
in
with
it?
grapes.
Okay.
Same concept, yeah, just different fruit.
Okay.
Concord grapes.
Mm.
It's the only thing you can put in there. You put anything else, it's gonna taste like shit.
Yeah.
So, okay, I need to try that. We need to figure out how to remake one.
Oh shit, we don't even have to do that. We'll just call up grandma.
Well, yeah, have her send one down.
Yeah. She's probably got some in the freezer still. You probably got some, don't you?
I have the mixture.
Okay. So you
So
just
you
pour
just-
pie crust?
Get a pie crust and put it in there, and it's good to go.
Oh yeah. See, that's what we need right there.
Yeah, I love her, but she kind of got lazy on me last year.
Just gave you the mixture, not the
Yeah.
pie. Yeah. Does she make the crust too?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's all from scratch.
so all I got was bags of ready to make grape pie.
Yeah.
Last time I was up there.
Mhm. Dude, it's
So
good.
is that? I gotta ask you this, Brian. So like, is that like? I don't imagine your mom smoking meat, but how did you learn how to smoke the meat and the things that you cook? Because me and Brandon come over to your house on Sundays and hang out, and you cook. I don't give a fuck. You could call us up and be like, "Hey, I'm smoking squirrel," and I would come over and eat it. Like, you cook some of the best food I've ever had off a smoker or a grill. So like, how did you just teach yourself how to do it?
I pretty much did. Like, I watched my mom cook steaks growing up. She'd grill them and kind of went from there, you know. I just did my own thing, you know, hear about this, read about this,
Mm-hmm.
kind of basically taught myself how to do it. And it's
So, do you like charcoal or propane better?
charcoal.
Okay, yeah. I figured you's a charcoal man.
Yeah.
I mean, you've cooked on it before for us, but I didn't know because we had a propane grill, that little tiny one. I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It fucking blow up all the time and shit.
I dried the piss out of burgers trying to cook on that thing. I fucking hate propane. I can never get it right. I always overcook my stuff or something. There's just I can't get the flame consistency.
Right.
And it doesn't taste as good. You know, when you
You
cook
get a lot of
charcoal.
flavor from charcoal.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you watch on YouTube that like smokes? Like, do you get ideas from ever? There's like this big, huge guy I watch sometimes, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. I like the Meat Church guy.
yes, yeah, he's good.
I've done some of his stuff, and it actually came out good as expected.
I seen they had a seasoning at Hy-Vee. They have it down there.
Yeah,
all
he's
the
got-
seasonings.
Yeah, he's got about probably, I don't know how many he's got, but I've seen at least half a dozen.
There was something I seen the other day. Have you ever heard of shotgun shells? They're like
Yeah.
a pasta thing, and you stuff them with meat and then wrap them in bacon.
Yeah,
If you ever attempt that, Brian, let me know. Because it looked fucking fire. That meat church
Yeah.
guy made some that one, the other day on YouTube.
Dude, we tried all kinds of weird shit. What was it? You smoked eggs. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. I
And those
remember
were
that
actually
day.
really good.
They were good.
Those were so good.
It was like a brown egg. Your dad's like, here, crack it open. It was
It
fire.
was good. That and those what was that? What were they called? You had them wrapped in bacon, and they had a piece of like sausage at the bottom, and there was like cream cheese.
Those are pig shots.
Pig shots.
Was that pig shot, or was that what you just said?
No,
those were pig shots.
Those were pig shots. I
Yeah.
remember those.
They made those a couple times. I haven't had those in a while. Those sound pretty good.
Yeah. I got some thick cut bacon in the freezer right now. So.
We got some bullshit Walmart bacon. What do you use that? Hormel, Black Label stuff?
No, I'd buy. Well, it's I think it's Right brand for the thick cut, or the. I can't remember. Whatever's on sale usually. Bacon's bacon.
Yeah, right.
Anymore. Favorite's Corn King though.
Yeah, you can't even find that down here.
No.
I haven't seen Corn King in a long time.
Probably gonna catch shit for the Corn King, but
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Because that's my favorite too.
yeah,
They're gonna be commenting on you.
good stuff.
I love it. I haven't seen it anywhere outside of.
It's like ever since COVID, no bacon has any flavor.
Yeah.
It's just kind of blah.
Is
The
it
fucking-
because you got COVID, or is that?
No, all bacon just doesn't taste the same anymore.
Have you ever had COVID, Brian?
No.
I had it 3 times. It was fucking miserable.
I bet.
It was the first time I couldn't taste, and the second time I couldn't smell, and then the third time I was like completely fine. So I didn't know if being like, you know, another thing we need to get into. I didn't know being a truck driver if like COVID was spreading around like the truck stops and shit, or if they were weird, or
I'm sure it was. You know, 'cause-
a lot of shit spreading out.
yeah. Yep. Definitely.
You never know what's at a lows. I
Right.
tell you what, truckers shit.
Oh my God, they do.
I mean,
I've shat.
it's like a line. Like we stop at a Love's gas station on the road, and I'm like, okay, I got to shit, and there's a line to shit, and there's like 10 shitters, and they're all full, and it's just you can just hear them all exploding at the same time, and all the smells are in the air, and it's like I'd rather just shit on the back road.
Yeah.
Or they're in there and you can hear ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah, just on their phone.
playing a game or something.
I don't even like going in there to piss when they're in there
No.
doing that, man. It just sends again, back road. That's kind of where I'm at with that. I've never been. We've never been. I don't think. Never been to a truck stop with a bidet.
We did in Iowa. They
Did
were
we?
broke. They didn't work. Yeah, because we
Where?
stopped at
Sat Brothers?
Sat Brothers. Where they did you ever stop? Because you
Oh,
said
yeah.
you said I want to stop and hit that bidet. Oh yeah. Did
Yeah.
you get some of it, Brian?
I did not stop. I went right by it.
I'll tell you what. Anytime I'm on my way to Omaha, I'll stop and get my ass sprayed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first time I went in there, I was like, what is this?
What's
I'm like,
this contraption?
This looks interesting. Push a button and this thing pops out. I'm like, ooh, what is that?
It's weird.
Am I in the right restroom? But yeah, I sat down and proceeded to push buttons, and I got the warm water button, and I hit the seat heater button.
Oh man.
I just sat there comfortably and did my thing, and then it said 1 or 2, and I was like, I pushed 2 because 1 would be, I guess, for the women.
Right, right.
So I hit 2. I don't know why you'd have that in the men's, but they probably don't segregate them.
Right. It still
And
hits
then
you
it
huge,
just-
though.
Gave me a shot right up there, like bullseye, man, like right up
Right
there.
on
I
target.
freaking jumped. I'm like, ooh, And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it made me wonder if I was gay or not the first time I
mean,
used
I
a
did it
bidet.
3 times.
just
Keep
to make,
letting her run.
Yeah. Brandon, you've never used one before.
No, I haven't. I've
Are
never
you
got the
gonna?
chance. I would like to. Everyone talks high praise of them.
You need to hit one up.
I've never hit one. I want to try it.
And they got the filthy ones on sale at Walmart that are like fucking not real. Like
no, it's cold water
Yeah.
blasting on your ass.
Yeah, and
Didn't
it's
you
too
buy
hard.
one and never hooked it up?
Yeah, I did, because I was like, man, I need this every day, which is kind of weird also, but I bought one and never hooked it up. Didn't have the right connection, so maybe when I move into the 2-bedroom, I'll get me a real bidet.
Well, if you want a real one, you gotta have an outlet super close to the toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, to get the air dryer going and the seat heater and to warm up the water.
God, not only will we water your ass, we'll dry it.
Yeah.
It's like a car wash for your bunghole.
Yeah.
Do you just do you feel better after you get off?
Oh, you do. So like fresh out of the shower.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you have this weird feeling like something went up your butt, but it didn't. Like just a little tickle that you're like, well, that's kind of weird. Then after about 20 minutes, it'll go away, you know. But
Yeah.
it's
not like a finger or anything.
Yeah, no, yeah, nothing crazy. Just you know that there's been water pressure in there, you know.
Fucking hey, dude. I really need to get me a bidet.
I kind of worry about those sometimes with people that like to take it up there a lot.
Right.
Like maybe it goes in too far.
And stays up in there.
Yeah, and then later they just kind of leak out.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be
Just
good.
driving down the road with a little bit of water coming out.
Yeah.
What's that like maybe like a butthole queef?
I don't know, it'd be like
Anal
a-
leakage?
Yeah, it's like just some kind of anal leakage.
Oh, hell to
I
the
mean,
no.
it could happen. I mean, I guess that's what is that called? An enema?
Yeah.
You ever had an enema, Brian?
No,
I never
not.
have either.
I don't even know. What the hell is that? Is that where they go in and
Oh, they fucking
spray
flush
the
you out.
Yeah.
poop hole out? Or
It's like an acid douche.
Oh.
Yeah, they clean your whole insides out like with water.
Oh, so instead of like a bidet, it's not a bidet. Well, it is, but they just go way up further.
They go up in you, yeah, and
Oh.
put a bunch of water in there.
Oh, is it got like an attachment where it comes out of like multiple angles?
Yeah, actually they do.
Ugh, and then
You
it just
can-
like pressure washes and they like twist it a little bit for you and then
Yeah.
pull it out.
I knew this guy named Leroy, which is a weird name, but that's Joplin, right? So he used to work for someone in my family, and he in construction he would dig up dirt. What do you call it? Excavation.
Yeah.
And he had a damn camera shoved up his ass, and he had the video of it on his phone, and he'd show everybody at the job site videos of the camera going up.
That's a
the job site.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a colonoscopy.
He had footage of it.
Well, I don't know why you'd want that.
You go to Silver Dollar City and they take a picture of your family on the roller coaster. Well, this fucking guy, he checked out of the hospital and they gave him a video of his ass.
Was it poopy in there?
No, it was just like that. Yeah, it was just
stained
it
brown.
Was pink. Yeah.
Oh, it's pink.
Yeah, they's up in his intestines. Yeah, you'd be like laying concrete or something, and he'd be like, "Hey, hang on." You want to see this?
You want to look at my insides?
Yeah, it was so weird, but you'll get that on them big jobs.
You think he liked it though? Did he
Well, they put you
sharing
to
that?
sleep. I think.
Yeah, they knock you out. You don't know what's going on. That's kind of what scares me. Like, maybe they're putting something up there and leaving it there.
When I had hernia surgery, they stuck everything in every orifice. I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck something in my ass.
Well, I mean, I've heard when you get like a colonoscopy, they give you either like a medicine or whenever they do it or whatever they do to your bunghole, it makes you fart a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's Yeah, because they're shoving something up your ass.
Yeah, it's just like queefing,
They're
but your
gonna
butthole.
create an airway that shouldn't be there.
So they're not putting air in there. It's just an unwanted.
All the whatever they're doing, yeah. Like they won't even let you leave the hospital without farting.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that. Like I'll see videos of it on TikTok, and
You just sit there and blow
they'll just
ass.
I mean, for fucking like 30 seconds, he's got it, and it just goes. And goes. And then they just sit there because they're high on medicine and they giggle about it like schoolgirls.
Yeah. I giggle about it with no medicine. I'm like 50 years old, that farts still make me laugh.
Yeah, same. They're never not going to be funny.
What age is it that you're supposed to get a finger up your ass?
Now it's 40.
Oh, God damn.
I think they lowered it to 40.
I'm 10 years
Oh
away.
my.
Have you had it done, Brian?
No. They've been harassing me about it, so
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to do it.
I got a coworker that's
The sigh.
I got a coworker that like refuses to do it too, and he's like,
I'm not refusing
56.
to do it. I need a driver to get my ass back home. Like, I got to make a plan. I think it would be funny, though, if you picked me up and make sure you got that record button on it, because it's going to be shits and giggles, I'm sure,
oh yeah.
and farting.
Bring
the
a
whole
pickup
gang.
Dad from his finger on the ass appointment.
From his ass blasting extravaganza. Oh
my
no,
gosh.
dude. Oh.
Well, that's enough of buttholes.
We've been talking about assholes for a minute,
For a
haven't
while. That's been going on for a minute.
Oh.
What that does, it seems like we get together, all we talk about is food and some kind of orifice.
Yeah.
we got problems, I think.
Well, everybody does.
Mm.
God, some of the memes you send me, Brian. Boy, you go down the fucking rabbit hole
Oh,
on
yeah,
Facebook,
well.
don't you?
Yep.
You sent that picture of a midget and something was popping out of her leg. I said, oh my God. Did you not get banned for that?
Nope. But did it not look like E.T.?
Oh, yeah, absolutely it did. Absolutely. I've been on this planet for 30 years. You're the first man to show me amputee. I've never seen it, but
Oh my God, you and Noah both.
I'm happy.
That ruined Noah's life for
I
like 3
did.
days.
I ruined mine for a while because I couldn't. I was laughing so hard and crying because he's just like going off about what the fuck. Oh my God, he's pegging her with his foot or leg or something.
She's fucking his nub.
He's rubbing his nub on it. It's like
There's no leg, it's all knee.
Yeah. One day, Brandon's like, you want to come to my dad's cookout? And I'm like, yeah. And the next thing I know, we're sitting at a picnic table under an awning. And you're like, I'm going to fucking find it. And you're like, here it is. Look at how he's scooting.
oh my God.
He's fucking knee deep, literally.
Oh yeah. And he had that stupid little hat on.
Yeah, why they put a hat on? We're all going that.
It was almost like a chef's hat, but it wasn't. It was just perfectly round and then flat on the top. It's like, where?
Why the hat?
That must have been part of the gig or something.
Each their own. That's what I hate
Is
about it.
heritage or religion or something.
Like, have you ever? So, porno, right? You ever watch a porno where they like, there's a story that leads up to it,
Yeah, I'd skip that.
and it's
shit.
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually just sat there and watched them try to act? It's
God,
terrible.
it's painful.
Nobody with a 14-inch dick can be an actor.
It's
No.
really bad.
Not even a 10-inch dick. And that's what I don't get about it, too. Like, I don't want to watch some chick sucking a guy off for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
If a chick's good at sucking you, you're not going to last 15 minutes.
Right.
And then proceed to screw her for another 25.
Yeah, see, I went way down the rabbit hole. You ever seen the behind the scenes? It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
They'll just stop fucking. And
They
then
just
they're
stop and then have like a regular conversation, and she's like showering all of the body fluids off of her, and they're just like laughing and talking. Oh, great job!
Yeah, good job,
good
man.
work.
You can really suck a wiener.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, you guys ready?
Boy, I really enjoyed working with you today, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
And they saved the big nut shot for last.
Yep.
Like, it might have happened in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you don't see it till the end. It's so edited. Like, if it's an hour movie, he banged this chick like 6 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And had one good cum shot, probably in the first 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then edited the rest of it.
God, I knew we were going to go down a
Have you
really bad
noticed
rabbit
that-
hole.
have you noticed, though, that a lot of these male entertainers, we'll say, don't have normal sacks?
No, dude, because it's surgery.
They're
They
like-
get
they're
surgery to
like going
stretch
nuts.
their dick out.
And they're like, but like their balls are like
Oh, yeah.
so like scrunched up and tight. Is it from just constantly blasting?
No,
fucking,
they have surgery to
all
make
the
their
time?
fucking wiener bigger.
What does that do with their balls?
It makes them fucking smaller, man. It
What?
fucking, you ever watch a porn and the guy's like trying to come, but it just like won't come out?
Yeah.
This is fucking filthy for you too.
He's just.
But he's just like, "Ugh! Ugh!" and he's like, "Ugh!" fucking trying to straighten it out. It's because they had surgery and they added fucking dick in there. You know, somebody donated a dick. They got in a car wreck and they fucking sewed it in the middle of his dick.
You
now
get,
he's
that,
like-
you get that bad video where he's like shaking his chamois a little too long, and it's just like, why am I
and
watching this part? Skip. He's still going, and it's like, dude.
Or some of them can tell they've been on like the 5th take, and it's not even really hard anymore.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling to get some cum out of it because it's kind of going wet noodle.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Before we get demonetized, let's. What else we got on the schedule, Brandon?
So I was gonna ask. I know you've talked about it before, obviously off the podcast, but have you had any? It's a little more friendly. Have you had any instances with lot lizards? Is it a thing? Does it really happen?
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Brandon's dad is a truck driver, so we're down some shit that we've been wanting to ask you on the podcast.
You know, I heard about it a lot, and I think it was one time only. Because the guy, his name's Dewey, that trained me first driving, and it was in Oklahoma City. He said that across from the Petro, and I can't remember her name, but he knew her name. This black girl, and he said, if you go over there, which I had to go over there one night because there wasn't nothing over at the other place, and sure as shit, she come knocking on my door. Hey baby, are you going south? I'm like, nope, I'm going north. But that, I guess, was like the code. Do you want company?
Oh, yeah. There you go, in south. Okay.
Oh, I mean, she had half her teeth, and yeah, it's like. But other than that, there was, I think it was somewhere in, I want to say Wisconsin. There was a younger girl riding with a guy, and I heard him get on the CB, and he's like, or she was on his CB, saying about, well, if you want to do this or interested in this or that, go switch it up to 21. And then nobody responded. And then he got on there, oh yeah, she's a nice girl, blah, blah, blah. And so I flipped it to here and nobody said nothing. It was like nobody said anything.
I feel like, so that do cops really crack down on that shit? Like when you're at a truck stop, is there a lot of cops patrolling and stuff?
Apparently they did, because I think this all started, or it all kind of ended when I started. Like, I didn't really ever see any around anywhere. And if I did, I didn't know it.
Mm.
What's your least... So I've been on the road trucking, you've been doing it for a little over 10 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's like one of your, first place that comes to mind, what is your least favorite place to travel to? You can't fucking stand
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Wow,
Fuck
that was
that place.
quick. That was quick.
No, fuck that place. Everybody can shove it up their ass there.
What is it about Pennsylvania? What is it?
It's just the terrain, and it's not built for big trucks.
Right.
It's because it's so old, and it's hard to get around places. It don't take nothing, you know, if you're not paying attention, you'll tear some shit up.
Yep. I was gonna ask you, so.
But hold on, let me tell you, I gotta continue on to Pennsylvania quick.
Yeah.
I was going down the interstate, and you know, all they got hills and shit. And I'm riding, and there's this like big hill, and then it goes trees. And I'm driving along, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Kept looking, getting closer. It's a fucking dude sitting up there, overalls, no shirt, just sitting there at the end of the fucking woods, like, this is why I don't like it here. 'Cause what are you doing? Watching for state troopers to stop and creep up in your woods and bust your meth lab? Like,
Yeah, that's like some banjo shit, like some
yeah,
deliverance
like, that's
shit.
just fucking weird.
Yeah, that's
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Like, don't break down right there. You're gonna go to work or something. Mashing that stuff or whatever they do.
Make you squeal like a pig or something.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what have you ever broken down, Brian? What happens if you break down like in a
All
big
the
truck?
time.
Oh, yeah, I've broken down plenty of times.
It fucking sucks. You're just stuck on the side of the highway.
Yep. And you just gotta call dispatch, and they call up the nearest roadside mechanic and send them out.
And that takes who knows how long, right?
Oh, God, yeah. I think the shortest one I ever had was probably 2.5 hours.
Oh, shit.
And you're just like, cars are flying by and like people, because we always try to get over like when we're on the highway, of course, like you're supposed to, but like people don't really give a fuck.
A lot of them don't know.
When you're stuck there, just. So what's up with the other truck drivers? What's up with the TikToks that I've seen with the truck drivers wearing skirts and stuff? Do you run into some weird individuals on the road? Or is it like the 80s, like Smokey and the Bandit, where all the truck drivers are friends, or do you all just hate each other? You ever meet anything weird or cool? Or?
I do see truck drivers wearing dresses and heels and painted fingernails and painted toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out there.
Man.
I mean, I was in Louisiana one time and sitting there at the truck stop, and I look over and there's this big bearded guy, and he's got a sundress on. You know, maybe he's comfortable that way.
Yeah, well, yeah. To each
power
their
to 'em,
own.
I guess,
I just had to ask, because I've seen
I was
videos on TikTok.
in Missouri one night, not that far from here. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, this guy come out with heels on and a dress and a top that obviously was padded. Was walking back out to his truck. I'm like,
Off he goes.
You know, whatever. To each his own.
Is this like a normal thing for these people? Like they just go to walk out in public, like nothing's.
Yeah. I mean, like anybody else, you don't have to be a truck driver to do that.
Yeah.
They go out in public like that's how they want to be.
Right.
It's just weird to see like big hands with all these rings on it and painted fingernails and janky ass, big ass feet, toenails painted. It's fucking creepy, man.
Do one more time for me, Brian.
Big ass hands. You're like, you're not fooling anybody. So,
Oh man.
like if you're trying to get a date on Tinder or something and playing yourself off as somebody else, as soon as they walk in the door, you're immediately gonna be had.
Right. Well, I mean, to each their own. I went to a drag show one time and I had a fucking blast. But, you know, to each their own. I mean,
Oh, I every time I've been down to Martha's, I've had a good time.
I've never been to a drag show, but I've heard honestly it's a lot. It's
yeah,
a
it is.
lot of fun. Like
It
it's a like you're not there to like be an asshole and like make fun of anybody. Like
Yeah,
you're just
no.
there to have fun. And,
Yeah.
you know, like it's genuinely a good time. I have yet to go.
well, I have to go to one.
And nobody
sometime.
bothers you, like, you know.
Yeah, you're just there to hang
They
out.
just know you're there to watch a show and have a good time.
Is there somewhere in Springfield?
Yeah,
Martha's.
Martha's,
Down
yeah.
around.
Oh. Well, me, you, and Brandon, we went to the strip club the other day on a Sunday at noon. That was life changing. Not a great roster.
No.
Fun though.
Yeah.
Well, was that a Sunday?
I think it was.
Whatever we were doing, we were waiting for food to get done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was when it was raining.
Yeah.
Like, can't run
Right,
RC
'cause we
trucks.
couldn't
Let's
run.
go to
Yeah.
the strip club.
I just remember sitting down with 100 ones, and Brandon's like, "We shouldn't have brought him here."
Yep.
Yeah, I tried to stay on the strip clubs, but
Boy, I tore my fucking nitro truck up.
that day.
I flipped it and fucking snapped that axle.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Brian. How you got me addicted to racing RC cars.
And how many you guys have? Jesus, I have
Well,
two. And one of them was bought for me. God.
How
I
long
don't
have you
even-
been doing that?
Huh?
Playing with those things? Have you
Oh, I've been
doing it
playing
for a
with it
while?
forever.
Years.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
there'd be gaps where he wouldn't have any for a while, but
Yeah.
God, as long as I remember, he's always been.
I don't really know how that started. I think you came over for a cookout one time, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, check this out!"
Yep, you were fucking
Started-
playing with it,
Running it around.
and I was like,
Mm.
I need one of these. And now I got like 6 of them. You got like fucking 20 of them. Brandon, you got 2 of them. I just inherited like 14 RC airplanes from my grandpa, so now we have a fucking airport.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. But I need to get one of those nitro cars because I like the way they sound.
Oh, they're
They
great.
sound cool as fuck.
They're
Yeah.
great. And it's like whenever you hold that trigger down, once you like start to get it up to speed, then you floor it, and then you watch it just, you know, fucking build up that speed. It's so satisfying. Except for when you flip it and slam it in the back of somebody's car and break
Yeah,
things.
and then
But
it's upside down and it dies.
that's not quite as fun. But you gotta pick and choose your battles.
That and they don't have reverse.
But, yeah.
No, they don't. That does suck.
So what got you into that? Like, what was your first RC car?
I think it was a Kyosho. It was like a buggy. I don't remember, like some friends had them and they used to race them at an old school, like up in the gymnasium.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you got to start with, and then you had to buy different tires because you're running on like an old basketball court.
Right.
Yeah, knobby tires didn't work well at all. And then I put a NASCAR body on it and I ran it up there a while. It was fun.
Nice. I love it. I wish that like we could just find a track that we could all go to and hang out and just run them for fun, you know. But there's nothing around here really.
I didn't think so either.
Branson used to have a big one for the big ones, big like the quarter scale and that. That's closed. Willard, which one's got the indoor?
Bolivar?
Willard
they got
or
a carpet
Bolivar's
track
got
or
it.
some
That's
shit?
still going, but one of the two, I don't remember which one, used to have an outdoor dirt. That doesn't, it's not there anymore. So, yeah,
I wonder what that's like to. I mean, it's just a small scale shit. I mean, you could make an RC track in your backyard, you know?
No, you can't, because remember breaking ours in, there's totally not close to enough room back there in my backyard.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Because they go so fast, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
one I got, you could start it from one end of the fence before you got it. If you put a ramp up, before you got it full speed, you'd be over the fence into the neighbor's yard.
That's true.
One question for you, Brian, before we get done with this. Marry one, fuck one, kill one, okay? We have Hillary Clinton, Jessica Simpson, Judge Judy.
Oh no!
Wait, am I supposed to pick one for each?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
marry
you
one,
gotta
fuck
marry
one,
one,
kill
you gotta
one.
fuck one, yeah.
Obviously, kill Hillary.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
No, you're good.
Judge Judy or Jessica Simpson? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you gotta fuck one or marry one of them.
I'd fuck Jessica and marry Judge Judy.
God damn!
Well, she ain't gonna last that long. I'll get all her money. She's
That's
rich.
true, yeah. That is true.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Mm.
That's a terrible way to look at that.
I didn't even
Actually.
get halfway through that list.
No, we can keep going.
No, I mean, shit. I'm looking at a couple things.
What else we got?
TikTok dates. Should we talk about that?
Yes.
Ooh,
So we're
yeah.
gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have a. So you know how Sketch and Jinxie do the online dating thing? I want to do that with you and your dad. To where we have like 20 women on TikTok, and then we just narrow it down to one.
But how do you do that though? Because like there might be some watching, but none of them. Some of them like refuse to comment. So how do you know?
Well, we don't know. All I do know is that Brian is messing people off TikTok Live. Which is wild. And that's so weird because I'll talk to women. Like I was talking to some girl in Texas, I won't say names, but her and her mom were like, yeah, Brian, he's fucking hot. He's a good looking man. And I'm like, God damn. I'm trying to get laid and they're asking about Brian.
Yeah, we won't say any names or anything, but that's pretty interesting how that all played
Wasn't
out.
there like a mother-daughter thing?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, and the daughter was real violent the next week.
Oh, God.
We went live the next week. She's like, your father met my mother.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I remember that. Yes, it was every fucking week.
Yep.
Every week.
We had a banner, I think.
Yeah, that was a bad deal.
Yeah. Every week we were live. If there wasn't one in there, the other one was in there.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? I'm doing the same shit we always do, which we are all the time.
That's what happens when you're honest with people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't
This
like
is
it,
what-
usually.
You're trying to do, but
Maybe
no,
we should just lie. Fuck it.
you wanna fucking go total opposite on the deal, then no, it ain't gonna work. I mean, that's just the way it is.
What else, Brandon?
I've always wanted to ask. I'm pretty sure I've asked you about it, but it's been a fucking long time since we talked about it. Have you ever smoked the dank?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've done that?
God, I was probably like 16.
God, do you remember what it was like?
Yeah, me and this dude, we used to go out to the park smoke it, go to the park, and play frisbee.
Like frisbee golf? Or
No,
just
just
frisbee?
frisbee.
Just
Oh,
frisbee.
okay.
Just you and another man throwing a disc.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was fun.
I've never fucking played.
Because people would be out there and we'd be like, oh, sorry. You know.
Oh, I tell you, you get chicks, huh? You could land it over mine.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
And then just
My-
driving around in this little, it was like kind of like a Ford Fiesta, but 30 years ago, you know. And I just have a freaking blast, dude. He had crap laying on the dash one time, and he went around a corner and started, oh, grab that. I was like freaking out, like, what? What am I grabbing? He just doing it, fuck with you. It was fucking funny. Like, it's nothing. But yeah, we had a great time. But it only lasted for like a month. And then I started puking because I like my beer more than my weed.
Yeah.
And I prefer the beer over the weed. Because
Same.
you can't mix the two.
No.
You'll just blow chunks every time.
Hell, I used to smoke weed all the time. I remember when Brian, when you first started coming over for the beer tasting, I'd be ripping bowls. And you'd be like, I was like, how can you do that? And I was like, he's like, how do you do that working at the airport? I'm like, just lie. I don't work at the airport anymore, so it don't matter. But I couldn't imagine doing that now. Like, because it got so potent that it was like, fucking
like you
freaking
gotta
me
do
out.
one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
Like, I smoke weed now and I freak out. Like, I can't smoke it. It's not like, I miss the old shit from back in the day when you could just do it and laugh and have a good time. It's not like that now. Nowadays, you gotta fucking remember how to breathe and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just not. It's
Ditch
not for
weed,
me.
as they would call it back then.
Yeah. Oh, I remember going to the fair one time. Me and this guy, they called him Beaker. Because he kind of had a big nose. Everybody just called him Beaker. And we even went out there and got high and just walked around the fair. Like, oh my God. Just laughing all the time.
Being
cracking
around all those
up.
lights and
Yeah, it was just so fun.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
well, what was it like back then? Like, what did you guys do for fun back in the 80s?
Smoked weed and drank beer.
That was literally it, huh?
Well, I think
Well,
about it,
you know, the whole, I don't know, that thing where you knock on the door and run.
Oh, ding dong ditch?
Ding dong ditching.
We didn't call it that back then. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think about those times when I'm like, no phone, no social media. Like, if you wanted somebody, you had to go fucking find them.
Yeah, or get out the rotary.
Ugh, fuck. And
I mean, we
and
go
then call and have their parents answer the phone. Is this person available? Oh, man.
Thank God it's not like that now, huh?
I mean, you used to unscrew Christmas light bulbs and take them out and break them. And at little town, you know, they had one cop in Pearl City. We'd go out, go to the gas station, buy a carton of eggs, and then we'd go crawl up on the fire station roof. And then we'd wait for him to drive by, and we'd just throw eggs at the cop car. We didn't know shit where they came from. A couple times we got ballsy, and we just hide between buildings and throw them at him. And he'd flip his lights off. We'd just run through alleys and people's backyards and all this shit. It was never found us. And after about 6 months of that, the Boco wouldn't sell us eggs anymore. No, seriously. We could not go in there and buy eggs anymore.
They figured out who was doing it.
Well, they don't know if they didn't know who was doing it. They're like, anybody under this age, you're not getting any eggs. I don't care if you got a note from your mama, you ain't getting no eggs.
Well, no cameras back then, you know.
No.
Me and Brandon was actually gonna egg a house a couple weeks ago, and we bought 2 dozen eggs, and then we decided there's so many cameras and so many things nowadays. You just
Back then there wasn't no cell
get
phone
away
or
with
nothing.
it. Yeah, you just
You
can't.
can't
It was
get away
good
with it.
times. You go out and ride a bicycle around and jump it and hang out with your buddies and shit.
Break an arm, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly,
fight and then
yeah, like a lot of the
friends
stuff
the
you
next
did was, it was stupid stuff, but it was like it wasn't like
Right.
you weren't a piece of shit.
Well, now it's a fucking crime to do anything, you know?
everything now is a felony.
And you can't let your kids out of the house now because there's so many fucking diddlers out there, you know? Like, I remember riding my bike around in the 90s, like, there's no way I'd let my kid do that now.
That's all I did in the 80s was ride my bike around.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
That's what I did before I let video games consume my life. I was on a old ancient. I'd be at my grandma's house, and she had this old banana seat bike, and it was actually a girl's bike, but it was really old, rusty, and faded, and I didn't give a shit, you know, it was pink or whatever. That was the most fun bike I had ever had. Was that big ass banana seat bike. I used to do all like make skid marks with it and like twist it and try to drift it in the gravel and stuff like that. I had so much fun on that bike. She might even still have it to this day, to be honest with you. Them banana seat bikes hit different. I even got to experience those. I know that was a big thing back then in the 80s and whatever, but so much fun, man.
So the next time I come over, Brian, are we eating grape pie?
Yeah, we can.
Now I'm curious.
Somebody's gonna have to remind me though. I'd have to. I'm not
You gotta
making
try
any
it.
crust. I'd have to go buy some crust.
Well, it's either that, or you come up north with me in a couple weeks, and I'll call Grandma and see if she can get one, if she's got any stuff left.
Oh, I'm sure she's got a freezer full,
Yeah,
already pre-made stuff.
yeah, I'll get you a fresh one. Just let me know. I gotta go over there and stop by and see her anyway, so be a good excuse.
Yeah.
But shit, guys, what do you think?
What is that? I don't even know where we're at.
I don't either. We just started rambling. Oh yeah,
We're right there. Right there where we're supposed to be. Well, Brian, this is the first of few. We're going to have to do this again.
Yeah.
We barely got into it. But,
We didn't we didn't really touch. the
yeah, we didn't
surface.
touch very much.
Well, that's the thing. Like we'll talk, we'll freestyle, we'll just get on tangents and talk about a bunch of random shit. We don't even need this. This is just for something else. We
in case we stall
out or
Yeah.
the specific thing we really want to talk about, we'll jot it down. So.
All right, well, Brian, I would usually tell him to go follow you, but I don't know if you got any social media. You got an OnlyFans or anything going?
No. Do not have an OnlyFans going. Grower, not a shower.
Next clip of the day. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I love you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining in to the Brandit podcast, and we will see you next Tuesday with another episode.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Brandit Podcast.